So Edgar's minding his own business when he makes the mistake of passing by a farm with two very overprotective dogs. Napoleon and Lafayette charge toward Edgar, scaring the absolute shit out of him. The dogs chase Edgar into the river. They run around in a circle a couple of times until Edgar emerges and rides up the hill. They both somehow wound up literally carpooling with him. This scene is full of cartoon logic. So with that in mind, I think if Edgar had simply left the hat on Napo's head, then he probably would have had a lot less drama to deal with. Instead, he triggers the dog's attack animation. The butler tries to get away by hopping onto the handlebars, leaving him nothing but his ass. Napoleon has no time for seasonings before he obliges. The handlebars of the motorcycle begin spinning around. Napoleon gets another chance to bite that booty, which pulls he and Lafayette into the spin. Lafayette loses grip on Napoleon's tail. It would have been game over if that tree stood solid, but instead it has some magical rubber properties, and when he lands on it, the tree leans back and then trebuchets him back toward the motorcycle. Edgar's umbrella opens and he drifts safely to earth. The dogs separate after hitting an actual biblically accurate tree. Edgar's umbrella suddenly turns inside out and he falls onto the bike with Napoleon. They're about to crash into Lafayette, but barely miss each other. Somehow Lafayette is able to grab onto Edgar's suspenders, not only giving us another view of this grown-ass man's underpants, but also giving the hound the physics to backshot the motorcycle. They encounter a windmill and Edgar grabs on. Thankfully, the hole in his pants regenerated because Napoleon latches onto that bubble butt once again, while Lafayette and the motorcycle circle the structure. The pants rip again, and Napoleon gets run over, while the windmill catches Lafayette's collar and he also goes around. Edgar jumps and does the umbrella thing again. Lafayette seizes his chance, but he doesn't get a good grip, and he slides down, pulling Edgar's shoes off in the process, revealing that he's one of those guys that wears dress shoes without socks. Edgar descends onto the motorcycle and is cruising on that bad boy while standing up, totally barefoot, like Tarzan, but without the maxed out physical attributes. What a maniac! Lafayette extends his body over and takes hold of the motorcycle, but Edgar stomps on his poor puppy paws. But that's when Edgar loses his balance and his right leg falls onto the sidecar. At the mercy of having a leg on each side, he endures doing the splits and running with his hands. Lafayette seems kinda excited about this dude's foot and takes the opportunity to chomp his shit in corncob fashion. This would hurt in general, but Edgar skipped every leg day leading up to this point, and it looks like those jaws could snap him like a twig. The horrendous sensation sends Edgar up and back onto the motorcycle. The dogs crash and land in the mud. Edgar laughs at their misfortune, but honestly, he has no room to talk, especially since his escape involves slamming into the windmill, coming out on the other side, and recklessly riding away. The only way this could get any worse is if he had to ride home in the rain.